The magic crown, cap and magus band. Always when carrying out operations of ritual magic, no matter whether evocations, invocations or other operations, the magician should wear something on his head. He may take, for this purpose, a golden crown with magic symbols engraved on it, or he may take a cap or some other headgear with the symbols of the macrocosm and microcosm of the deity with whom the magician is connected or whose shape he is taking on. The symbols must either be drawn with a good color or embroidered or fastened with silk. Such a symbol of the macrocosm and microcosm, for instance, is a hexagon in the middle of two circles inside of which is the microcosmic symbol of man, the pentagram. If the magician embroiders his cap himself, or if he has it embroidered by somebody else, he may choose a golden color for the circles as a symbol of infinity. For the hexagon he may take a silvery color as the symbol of the created universe, and for the pentagram in the center a white or violet color. Instead of using a cap or a turban as a headgear, a silk band, a so-called magus band, may suffice. This band may be in white, violet or black and is to be wound round the magician's head. The part running over his forehead should be ornamented with the microcosmic symbol, described previously. The symbol may either be embroidered or drawn on a piece of parchment, thereby using the color mentioned above. Instead of the symbol of the macrocosm, some other symbol representing the magician's connection with the deity may be used. For instance, a cross, which at the same time symbolizes the positive and the negative, and the ends of which symbolize the four elements. A rose cross symbol may also be employed, that is a cross with 7 roses in the center, also symbolizing the 4 elements, the positive and the negative, and on top of that, the 7 planets. The magician's choice is not, as can be seen, restricted to a particular symbol. He may express his spiritual development, his destination, his maturity, his cosmic relationship by several symbols, whichever he prefers, and he may wear them on his cap or magus band. As already mentioned, the crown, cap or magus band is a symbol of the dignity of the magician's authority. It is a symbol of the perfection of his spirit, a symbol of his relationship to the microcosm and macrocosm, the tiny and the great world, the highest expression of his magical power, serving him to crown his head. All articles, no matter whether cap, crown or magus band, must be made of the finest material and must serve no other purposes but operations of ritual magic. As soon as the cap, crown or magus band is ready and has been tried out, it should be sanctified by meditation and a holy oath, so that the magician will only put it on his head when he is fully absorbed with the idea of his unity with the deity, and he will only make use of the cap for operations which demand this kind of symbolism. When speaking his oath, the magician should put his right hand on the cap and should concentrate, by force of imagination, on the idea that at the moment he puts the cap on his head he is united with his deity, or with the symbol ornamenting his cap. Then he should put his headgear away safely together with his other magical implements. Whenever the magician is prepared for evocations, after having meditated for this purpose, and puts on his headgear, he will at once be united with the deity and will have, not only in himself, but in the whole space or at the place where he puts it on, that feeling of a holy temple atmosphere. Therefore the magician will agree that his headgear is also an intrinsic part of his magical implements, and that he must draw his full attention towards it. Sorcerers also use caps which are ornamented with symbols of demons, but only few of them know about their genuine meaning and correct application, not to mention their actual symbolism. A magician, however, who does everything consciously can never decline to be a mere sorcerer and will never do anything he does not understand. Everything he does is done for a special purpose,